Hi. So today is my 40th day of my weight loss journey and reversing my prediabetes. And it's been a long day and I'm not feeling well again, but I think I figured out what it is. I had my gallbladder out in August and my body's still adjusting. I mean, it's February, but my doctor told me it takes 12 to 18 months for you to stop having symptoms. And as I said in my other video, I was sick all weekend. And I don't want to talk too much about me and my little aches and pains, but I'm mentioning this because it has to do with the weight loss and what I'm eating. And it's going to be different what all of you are going to have, but we're all going to have little setbacks. So maybe sharing some of my setbacks and how I dealt with it will help you when you reach one. So I think my body's still adjusting. And what happens when you lose your gallbladder is your gallbladder is really just a storage container for some digestive juices. And your digestive juices are made by the liver. So when you don't have a gallbladder, you kind of have to make these digestive juices on demand. And it's difficult for your body to adjust to being able to do that. So if you eat a little too much fat and your body doesn't feel prepared to handle that, you don't digest it very well. Um, I mean, I don't want to gross anyone out or go into any detail, but it means different things. Sometimes I have you know, digestive issues that I have to use the bathroom for. Sometimes I throw up. Sometimes I just feel really nauseous. And I've kind of gone through the first two, and I think at this point, my body is starting to adjust. I just feel really nauseous constantly. I felt sick all weekend. Then I felt better this morning. So let me go over what I ate this morning. You remember I had the beef broth last night because I was sick. My mom suggested that, and that was the best I had felt in a few days. So I had that for breakfast today because I really wasn't feeling too good this morning and I wanted to feel better like I did last night. So I just had another bowl, another serving of that beef broth. It looks gross, but it's actually not too bad. This light makes it hard for the camera to focus. It's just a bowl of some mushy beef. I just took a roast and put it in the crock pot and cooked it forever till it was really tender and like falling apart. And then I just put it in a NutriBullet with some water and it made like this pasty, like kind of sludge. That sounds gross, but it doesn't taste bad because it's good quality meat. I didn't put any salt, pepper, nothing because my mom has heart failure, so I just don't use any salt, and it actually tastes good on its own. So I ate that for breakfast, and then I was feeling better. Um, I felt almost okay, almost. And then for lunch, I had what was left over of that Mexican dinner I got yesterday. And what I did was, it was just so much meat, and I'm not a big meat eater. I mean, just the little bit of meat in the taco and the tostada was huge. It's a huge amount. I don't like beef that much to eat a big heaping tortilla piled high with ground beef. So what I did was I took that all that beef from the tostada and I made four little, well, I made five little tacos out of it. I just took some tortillas I had at home. You can see it's black around the edge because I flame broil my tortillas on my gas stove. So good. It's delicious. So I divided the meat between my daughter and I, and she's kind of sick. She's got some type of viral thing. So I made two little tacos for her. I made four for me, and I put a lot of avocado in it. And then that top one is just avocado in the last tortilla. Um, because I was trying to eat something that was good and healthy. and not too junky. But I think that was too much fat for my system to digest. And I felt okay after I ate it. So I wanted some dessert as usual. I mean, I have to have dessert. So I had this Lara bar, and it's called cashew cookie. Now, when I eat two, I got sick, but when I eat one, I can handle that. And I have the ingredient list because it's really quite a nice surprise. As you can see, trying to make it bigger, the ingredients are cashews and dates, and that's it. Shorten it so you can see it. That's it. That's all it has. And cashews is before dates, so it's mostly cashews, and it's really good. If I just eat one, my blood sugar can handle one, because dates are high in natural sugars. So if I have two, it messes with my blood sugar. So I had that, and then I was still kind of hungry. I mean, I don't know why, because I didn't have like any hunger yesterday, and today I was hungry. Maybe because I was feeling better. And so I had one of my little stevia nut and seed squares, so with some water, and then I was full. And then I felt sort of sick, but not really sick. And I was trying to figure it out. I thought, is it because that's kind of heavy? Is because I'm not used to eating that much meat? The meat had a little bit of cheese sauce in it from the tostada. Was it the cheese? Um, I'm trying not to eat too much dairy. I mean, I'm not going to cut out dairy entirely. As I've said time and time again, I have completely cut out gluten and sugar because my doctor told me to, that those are absolutes that I cannot have. I cannot have added sugar because of my blood sugar issues, and I'm allergic to gluten. I get immediate inflammation and severe joint pain. But everything else, meat, dairy, cheese, I'm going to eat in moderation because I'm not ready to do too drastic of a change. I think that that'd be setting myself up for failure. So I'm trying to cut down on dairy because I think it's not that good for me. I'm not really lactose intolerant in the classic sense. I can eat ice cream. I don't eat ice cream anymore because I haven't found any that doesn't have sugar in it. But I used to be able to eat ice cream and be okay. I can have a little bit of cheese and be okay. I think where the cheese messes with me is the fat and my gallbladder issues. I don't think it's the dairy. I can have a glass of milk with a meal. If I drank a glass of milk by itself, I'd be a little sick though. So since dairy affects me a little and I want to be healthy and lose weight and feel good, I eat as little as possible. So I've switched to, I have all three: cashew, unsweetened, they're all unsweetened, unsweetened cashew, unsweetened almond, and unsweetened coconut milk. And I use them for different things. So, that's been working out pretty good. Now, I do have a little bit of cheese sometimes or some cream in my coffee or eggs, but I'm trying to cut down on that. So I didn't know what it was, but then I took a nap because I'm still recovering. I mean, I'm a lot better. I can actually get dressed most of the time. I do have high pain days where I overdid it and I don't sleep well because of the pain. And so I don't really get dressed if I don't have to go out. I'm still recovering. I'm trying to be gentle with myself. But most days I'm able to get dressed and do something with my hair. Not maybe what I would like, but it looks halfway decent, and put some makeup on. And so today I felt pretty much okay. And I felt kind of sick, but I was really tired. So I went ahead and took a nap after I ate lunch. I slept for a while. And then when I woke up, I was hungry, but I was so slightly sick. I thought, well, I want to be careful because I don't want to feel sick again. So, um, probably not the best idea, but after that, I made my chocolate peanut butter shake in the NutriBullet, and I put like 7 ice cubes. So it had the consistency of like a chocolate ice cream shake. And it was very good. It was delicious because it has 1 cup of coconut, unsweetened coconut milk, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter that I measured. Actually, I usually measure it in grams because it's easier. It's 32 grams of peanut butter and 3 to 4 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa. And I just throw in some of that protein powder I had left over from my mom. But I feel really sick now. So I'm that's why I'm figuring out it's something with my gallbladder because it's a lot of fat in there. The coconut milk and the peanut butter. It's heavy and I feel pretty nauseous. So I think I'm going to hold off on the shakes for a while. They taste so good. They're really good. And they really help my sweet tooth, and it's a great dessert, and it's a nice meal replacement because I'm figuring the peanut butter has protein and the cocoa has unsweetened cocoa has antioxidants. It's so easy to rationalize eating yummy things, isn't it? But I might have to hold off on that for a while because this nausea every day is getting to me. It's depressing. um I mean, in a way, it's kind of good because I don't feel like overeating when I'm this sick, but it's hard to eat healthy, non delicious junk food when you feel sick. At least it is for me. So I'm going to hold off on the shakes for a while. So tomorrow, I'm going to plan to eat a little healthier, maybe not as high fat, maybe make my spinach egg drop soup. That went down pretty well and it was pretty good. And it didn't make me sick at all. So let's see how I do tomorrow. And I didn't eat anything other than that. That's not, how I think about it, that's not a whole lot of food. Um, there are days I've eaten a lot more, but I'm kind of not feeling good. And, the old me would have used this as an excuse. Well, I'm still recovering from my gallbladder surgery, so I've got to be easy on myself and I've got to maybe eat a little easier. And that would have been junk food in the past. But now I know that eating a little easier and better is going to be my NutriBullet spinach shakes that are almost fat free, and soups and vegetables, raw vegetables, and things like that. That I know in the beef broth sludge type of thing. That seems to help when I'm sick because it's protein, so it keeps my blood sugar steady, and it's not really heavy because mostly water. And it's a whole food. I mean, I cooked it myself from organic roast. So I'm gonna be really careful what I eat tomorrow because this feeling nauseous and sick every day is getting really old. So that's how my day went. And um, I can see the shift in the change of my thinking because now I'm thinking, okay, I'm not feeling good, so I need to eat better. I need to eat healthier food. I need to eat lower fat food instead of, I don't feel good. I gotta comfort myself. I gotta be good to myself. Maybe I can have some, you know, frozen yogurt because ice cream's high in fat or something like that. That would be the old me, but the new me, which is only new because taking better care of myself and starting on this weight loss journey and reversing my prediabetes has helped me kind of change how I feel about myself. It feels good to make better choices for myself. Now, I have a long way to go. A long way to go. I mean, I'm not exercising because I'm still recovering from my shoulder surgery, still on restrictions from the doctor. I'm not really getting a lot of housework done. My laundry is piling up. That's depressing, but I'm not going to be super hard on myself. I'm just going to keep trying just to do better instead of having difficult circumstances and saying, life is so hard for me. Things are so hard. I got to be gentle with myself and treat myself and do nice things for myself so I'd eat junk. Is that really treating myself? No. Is it really being good to myself? No. Eating foods that make me sicker and more miserable and fatter and have more inflammation and more pain is not being good to myself. It feels like it at the time, but it's not. So I have had a shift in my thinking that being good to myself and taking care of myself is eating foods that may not be as yummy as junk food, but the results are yummy. My lessened inflammation, my lessened pain. And I do feel that. I mean, my back hurts less than it did, my knees hurt less. My shoulder is healing really well, very quickly. In fact, I can do a lot more. It still hurts though. So I still have to be careful. I'm still on restrictions from dishes because I'm not supposed to lift anything with weight with it. So that's kind of depressing. But my daughter's helping me, but she doesn't always get to it like she should. And it's depressing to look at a sink full of dirty dishes. We don't have a dishwasher. We're pretty frugal in this house. It didn't come with one, so I wasn't going to buy one. And we have a small kitchen, so it's really not room anyway. I guess technically I could make room for it, but I don't want to lose some cabinet space. So the dishes is depressing, but I'm not going to let it get to me. My attitude has changed in that way also, because what is going to help that situation? Am I going to perpetually live in that depressed state of the house being a mess, me being a mess, me being in pain, me laying around depressed and in pain, and it just perpetually stays that way as it has for years and years and years? So, how is that situation going to change? The only way it's going to change is if I start eating better, I'm in less pain, I have more energy to tackle all these things I have to do, I have less pain while tackling them. That's the only way things are going to change because, nobody's going to come and do my dishes for me. Nobody's going to come and do my laundry for me. Nobody's going to come and help me take care of my mom and daughter. It's all on me, sick or not sick, recovering from surgery or not recovering from surgery. Um, that's my lot in life. And I don't feel sorry for myself. My mom and daughter are disabled and I take care of them, but they love me and I love them. And I feel grateful to have such loving family members in my life that really care about me. And I care about them too. So I don't want to go to the other direction and say, I've got to take care of me because I've got to take care of them, although that figures into it. But I count too. And I want that to be a message that all of you internalize. You count too. You have to take care of you for you because you've got to enjoy life. You wake up in your body every day and you have to go about your day every day with pain or no pain, feeling. I hate days that I feel really fat and ugly, and I know we all have those days, and I want to get rid of that feeling. So I want to take care of myself for me, and then a side effect is I can take better care of people that depend on me. But I don't want you to fall into that trap of you have to take care of yourself because you have to take care of other people. Take care of yourself for you because you matter and you want a good life. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.